Steer the trait, don't trust the stack. Steering vectors are a training-free alignment knob. Take the difference of mean activations between trait present and trait absent responses, add it to the residual stream, and the model speaks in that trait's voice. It sounds like a free lunch. A team at Columbia Stress tested it along 3 axes: trait expressibility, task transfer, and multi-trait combination across 36 stylistic traits, 2 models, and combinations up to 4 vectors at once. The verdict: steering is not a general-purpose preference alignment tool. It works for one trait on the right task, and it breaks the moment you scale it, the forward pass. For a trait K, generate paired data, content-agnostic questions answered by trait-positive and trait-negative corpora. Take the mean hidden activation at layer L over each corpus and subtract. That difference is your steering vector, the residual stream direction for the trait. At inference, add alpha times that vector to the residual stream at a chosen layer. 1 trait, 1 vector, 1 layer, 1 coefficient. To combine multiple traits, you have 4 methods. Orthogonalize then, sum. Place each at a different layer. Take the tuned mean, or average the unit normalized vectors. Each method adds more knobs you have to tune. The gap it fills. Prior work tests a handful of traits, helpful and harmless, and applies 1 vector at a time. That is the easy case. This paper scales both axes at once, 36 stylistic traits, not 2, and combinations up to 4 vectors, not 1. And it demands coherence, not just trait expression. A vector that makes the model speak in all caps but produces gibberish has not steered anything. The honest metric is trait expression under a coherence floor of 75, the stricter bar this paper sets, above the prior threshold of 50. Where the stack breaks first: multi-trait combination. Take 2 traits and apply them together. Every method loses expression, no exceptions. On Quinn, orthogonalized drops 28 points versus the single trait baseline. Different layers, 27. Tuned mean, 30. Unit norm at layer 16 is the worst, down 40, and it buys coherence at the price of expression. Unit norm at layer 20 is the least bad, down 20, the only method that holds coherence on both models. But even there, the 2 traits come out imbalanced. There is no method that dominates. Scale it further and the cliff appears. Add a 3rd trait, a 4th. Trait expression decreases across every method as you stack. Unit norm stays coherent longer, but its expression still trends toward 0. Different layers amplifies each trait until the output goes incoherent. By 4 simultaneous vectors, most methods have negative or no trait expression at all. And the coefficient, alpha, has to be retuned for every new trait you add. Composition is not free, even with the best method. Here is the lever in pictures. Before, a neutral assistant response, playing prose, no particular style. Add the steering vector for a structural trait, like bullet points or step-by-step, at the right layer and coefficient, and after, the same content, reformatted in that trait's voice. Whole output structural traits steer cleanly because they affect every token. But try to steer rhyme or screenplay, traits that only matter locally, and the vector has nothing consistent to push against. Local, unconventional traits are the ones that fail. How many traits actually steer on the expressibility axis alone? Of 36 stylistic traits, 10 are reliably steerable across both models. The shared top 10, bullets, step-by-step, formal tone, rhetorical questions, all caps emphasis. 10 are reliably dead, the shared bottom 10, tweet style, third person, QA format, rhyme, screenplay. The rest sit in between or work on one model only. 10 of 36 is the real win rate on the easiest axis, before transfer, before composition. 5 honest caveats. First, only 2 models, Quinn 7 billion and Llama 8 billion, so the limits are a 7 to 8 billion finding, not a claim about scale. Second, all evaluation is LLM, as judge, GPT-4o and GPT-4.1 mini, with no human cross-validation in this paper. Third, the trait set is stylistic only, writing personalization, so the limits are scoped to stylistic preference, not safety or factuality. Fourth, the multi-trait negative result partly reflects an undertuned coefficient, which the authors acknowledge. Fifth, steering needs direct residual stream access, so it is open weights only. Cite the 3-axis limit, not steering as a universal tool. Steer the trait, don't trust the stack. Steering vectors are a training-free, interpretable alignment knob that works for one structural trait on the right task and breaks the moment you transfer tasks or combine vectors. 36 traits, 2 models, up to 4 vectors, 10 traits reliably steerable. Every combination method loses expression, most methods dead by 4 vectors. Subscribe for the next breakdown.